All right, hey, everyone. Welcome to a live edition of Be Less Stupid. I'm here in Beverly Hills, California, at the Donald Trump rally, where there's about a few hundred people who've gathered here today to support the president. And so, if you have a look around here, you can see, I'll try to pan slowly at first, so you can get a sense of what's going on. Come back around. Okay, so look, I'm here in Beverly Hills, California, where about, give or take, about 400, maybe there's 500 of Trump's supporters here. And here's what's interesting. Hold on, sorry. Let me give you one other bit of information. So I'm here in Beverly Hills, right? And so this way is west. So I'm about 3 miles from the beach. And if you were to go this way, you would be about 2 miles from Hollywood, the Walk of Fame. Okay, and so obviously behind me here, this is where Beverly Hills is. Okay, so look, we've got about 24 days until the election, and at the moment, the national polls have the president trailing Biden by about 11 points. And here's the most important thing for Democrats to know as we get close to the election, and that is we absolutely must ignore the polls, right? We must ignore the polls, right? And so let me get a little closer here so you can see what's going on. So, look, here's this. I can see that there are some people who have checked in now and have questions. The problem is that the sun is very bright, and so I am unable to really see the screen. The glare is too bright. And so I can't see what your questions are. And so I guess leave comments, and when I get home later, I'll go through them, and if there's any ones that I can answer. The camera's on me, fellas. It's not even on you. But I know, but you're talking to no one. You're just to me. Okay, so you can see that the president's supporters are very enthusiastic. And I gotta say, I think what's important for people to recognize who are watching is how enthusiastic the president's base is, right? We are in Southern California. California is not going to go for the president. They just are not, right? That is just a fact. And yet, there are people out here, and they've been out here every week for the past 10 weeks, and they will be out here for 3 more weeks until Election Day. All right, so look, just so you can get a sense about what's going on, I'm gonna walk through the crowd. You'll probably have a little trouble hearing me, and when I get to the other side, you'll be able to hear me again. But for the moment, you'll be able to see what's going on.
Right here.
Okay. And then the other is what way are we going to walk there?
All right, look, I think that gives you a pretty good sense about what's happening out here today. And so, look, I'm going to say now that the crowd is probably 400 or 500, maybe as many as 600 people are here, right? Let me turn around, sorry, get better oriented. Okay, so, look, there's easily 500 people here. And let me just say quickly to anyone who's concerned, look, I have my mask, right? I took it off just so that I could talk. And I see now that some of the locals who are big Trump supporters are here. There's a guy who I've interviewed a couple of times, and I'll walk over to him, and you guys can have a see who this. You'll see this guy. He's, he's 6'6". He's a big guy, and he's a huge Trump supporter. Here, I'm going to get out of the way, and I'll let you.
First of all, we all know that she's a weak candidate. That's why she was one of the first people eliminated, right, during the primaries. You know, even though she tried to come hard at Biden and smack them around, then she flips on it, and all of a sudden Biden's the best person ever.
I think you could probably hear. I think his name's Stephen. Might be Stephen Davis, maybe. I can't remember. I've interviewed him a few times. Real good guy. He's a big Trump supporter, though. You know. Anyway, so here's what's important. If you're watching this video, right? Let me encourage you to please, right? I'm going to try to go live every day from now until election day with little updates for people. Most importantly, here are the things that you got to know. Make sure that you're registered, right? Please, I'm begging you, make sure that you are registered to vote. Go to vote.org and make sure that you are registered, right? Get a voting buddy, right? Promise yourself that you will take someone with you to the polls, right? Take an elderly neighbor, take a friend, a cousin, a grandma, someone, right? And then now your vote will count twice, right? You'll have gotten 2 votes. So it's super important. So go to vote.org and make sure that you're still on the voter rolls, right? Look, the president and his cronies are trying desperately to disenfranchise Democratic voters all over the country. And they're going to try all sorts of tricks, right? So it's imperative that everyone make sure that we are registered. And look, the truth is that when Democrats come out and vote, we win, right? Except in 2016, right? We know that Hillary Clinton, look, forget whether or not you like her, right? That isn't the point. She got 3 million more votes. We lost the presidency in 2016 by 70,000 votes between Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania, right? Just 70,000. So let me also say to everyone, I can see that you're making comments, right? I know that there's enthusiasm, and you have my apologies. The screen is so bright that I just cannot see from the glare. I can't see what's going on, okay? I apologize, right? If people have comments, I'm prepared to, when I get home, to go through them, and I'll try to answer if people have questions or anything, right? And you'll come back and look. Let me also encourage you to please subscribe to this channel, right? I give away this content for nothing, right? I couldn't dream of charging people for any of it. However, YouTube gets to run advertising, and it doesn't pay me a lot. It pays me almost nothing, right? And I have got to get the number of channel views up here on Be Less Stupid. So anything that you can do to help, boy, that'd be a huge help, and I would greatly appreciate it. Let's walk around again, and we'll have a look around. Right, you can see that the president's base is really enthusiastic. And look, this is not a red district. California and Beverly Hills are going to vote blue, right? But this is an example of the kind of enthusiasm that the president's supporters are prepared to show, right? When they say that if the president loses, that they're preparing for civil war, I believe them. I believe that they are preparing for civil war, right? There's no reason to not believe them. That is why Democrats must turn out in record numbers. And we must have an incredibly decisive victory so that it is unimpeachable, the Democratic victory on November 3rd. It's the most important thing that Democrats can do, is make sure that you bring out young people. Oh, look at this. Here's a guy who's a Trump impersonator. We'll have a look at him. Let's see. I'll see if I can get a picture of him. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, I'm so close to getting a picture of him. Hey, man, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Yeah, good. You're out here supporting the president? We're live on my YouTube channel.
Just want to say hi to everybody out there.
This is the president of the United States.
We want to say hi to everybody
He's going to be
out
the
there
next president of the United States for
YouTube channel. In YouTube, where we just want to remind you, we're not going to do 4 more years. We're going to do 8 more years. I want to redo on the first 4.
8 is
Excellent.
not enough.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Trump is here, you guys!
Boy, 8 more years. Holy crap. That is some bad news right there, folks. Anyway, So that's the kind of fun that happens here at one of these. So let me tell you a couple of other things, right? So the last 2 weeks, there has been incidents of violence at this particular event. Now, this particular day so far, right, it started at about 2 o'clock, and I think now it's about 4 o'clock. And so far, it's been very peaceful, right? So far, it's been incredibly peaceful. People are obviously shouting, they're enthusiastic, and that is not a crime, right? At least not yet. Being enthusiastic is not yet a crime. And so, and I think that the police, that there's just more of them out here this week patrolling and providing safety for people who are out here. So, let me go over a couple more things, right? Hey, look, if you're new to the live here, please accept my apologies. I cannot read what it says on the screen, right? The glare is too bright. And so I promise I will go back and check it out when I get home later. If people have questions, I'm happy to answer them. So, give or take, again, I'm here in Beverly Hills, California. This is about the 10th week in a row that this group has been out here to support the president. And they're going to be out here for 3 more weeks. And this is an example to Democrats. Look, I'm saying it loud, right? I'm saying it as loud as I can, which is, this is the enthusiasm of the president's base. They are, Beverly Hills and California are not going to go for the president, right? All of this is theater, right? They're not going to change anyone's minds. And yet, they are here. And they've been here every week for the last 10 weeks. And they're going to be here for 3 more weeks. And it's imperative that Democrats hear this loud and clear. And let this be the siren song that gets you to make sure that you get out and vote on November 3rd. You have got to get your friends. You have got to tell your parents, look, if you're a young Democrat and your parents are Republican and they're planning on supporting the president, you must go and talk to them and beg them. Tell them that you'll keep their secret, that if they are interested in your future, right, that they will vote for the Democrat on November 3rd. Okay? It could not be more important. All right, so look, I feel like we've seen quite a bit. I've done this now. I think we've been on here about 15 minutes or so. And hey, it seems unlikely that people would watch this much of a video. So anyway, I would like to say thank you folks for tuning in. Please, I'm gonna go live every day now for the next 3 weeks. So there'll be new content on the channel. There'll be a live video every day for the next 3 weeks. I'll be talking about what's going on across the country and trying to encourage young people. That's the most important. YouTube viewers, right? You are the most important people to come out. We know that our parents are going to come out. We know that your grandparents are going to come out. However, in the midterms in 2018, only 11% of people 21 to 34 came out. We need you to come out in record numbers this year. I need you to share this video with them. I need you to share this video with your friends. I need you to tell liberals and Democrats across the country, in every state, all 50 states across the country, that they must come out and they must support Joe Biden. Right? If you don't, the next 4 years, the lives of your gay, lesbian, transgendered, bisexual friends are going to be much harder. The lives of your black and brown friends is going to be much harder. The lives of your Latino friends are going to be much, much harder, right? Women are going to find it potentially nearly impossible to get a safe and legal abortion, right? That, if you have sex with your partner and you accidentally get pregnant, you are going to become a parent. At the moment, you are still really children. So, coming out in record numbers is the only thing that Democrats have as a way to combat the president and his base. And look, I want you to see how enthusiastic they are, right? Look, this is a huge crowd. There are 600 now or 700 people here. And this state and this county are not going to go to supporter. They're not supporters. This is not going to go red, right? This is a county and a state that is going to vote blue. And yet, the people are out. They're putting on a show. This is a theater. This is theater. This is an example of their enthusiasm. Okay, so I'm going to sign off now in just a moment. Again, I want to remind you, please subscribe to this channel. Please share this video and let people know about this channel. Be Less Stupid. Okay? You can also check me out on TikTok as well at Be Less Stupid. And look, come back and check the comments. I will try and answer some of your questions. So again, let me say thank you to everyone for tuning in, and I will see you next time. All right.